Hello, people. I welcome you all to the first class of the subject control system. By this time, you must have learnt about the subject code. Anyways, for your information again, the subject code is 18EEC301J. The name of the subject is control system, and my name is K. Shubha Sharmini. And this is a joint course, as you all know. So it will be a combo of lab and theory, and it is mandatory that you occur for final exams for both lab and theory without fail, and it is mandatory that you have to pass in both the components. Now let us move on to the subject. So unit number 1, I've already given you the syllabus and all of you must have browsed through. So the first unit is all about learning out the basics of control system. So in today's class is split into 3 different modules. We are going to learn out the meaning of the system and what is the definition for control system and the different ways in which you can classify a control system. So let me begin by giving a proper definition for the term that is systems. So systems. Systems are a collection of several elements or components which collectively function to serve a particular objective or a purpose. So this is a general definition for systems. It's nothing but a collection of objects or elements or components, and they collectively function to serve a particular purpose or objective. And these systems are physically variable. There are very many types of systems. So let us start with the simple RLC circuit like this, which we commonly find in all the cases. So this can be termed as an electrical system. And this electrical system is actually a combination of these passive elements, resistance, inductance and capacitance, and there will be an energy source which is an active element. So if you are having such a system, this system will be termed as an electrical system. Suppose if in the same way, if you are having a motor, in your lower classes in machines you must have discussed that this is the symbol for motor, and inside the motor we will be having an armature winding, and here you will be having a field winding, and this is a rotational mechanism. So this is partially mechanical. Because of the presence of these windings here, it is also electrical. So it is an electromechanical system. Example is a motor. Similarly, we are having many such systems. One simple example that you can all relate to is you as a human being is a big biological system. Because you as a human being is having so many systems like digestive, respiratory, reproductive, so many systems which all combine together to form a big biological system that is a human being, that is you. So I have given you considerable examples to make you understand the concept of the term that is system. Now let us define what do you mean by control system. Suppose if you take the case of a fan as an example, A fan will be usually having a single phase induction motor in it, that is an electromechanical system, as I already indicated. And the fan's purpose is to give cool air to us by maintaining a constant speed. So suppose if you want to have a variable speed, simple way is you are having a regulator mechanism there. So this simple regulator is a control that maintains the target, that is your speed. So you will be able to define the term, that is control system, as a mechanism with the help of which you will be able to achieve a desired target. So you will be able to maintain or regulate a parameter of your interest, in a system. So you are going to control one particular parameter in a system, so that will be called as a control system. So in this module we have learned what is a system and what is a control system. The next module we will be discussing about the various ways in which you will be able to classify control system.